Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd share with you a very fast and simple recipe that I make all the time on repeat, and that is of beef patties. And you can eat these with rice and beans, with a salad, with pasta, with any sauce. It is or even as a snack on its own, it is a great source of protein, and it just tastes very good, and it takes almost no time to prep, as you'll see. So I thought I'd share it with you. So let's get started. So here I have some bone broth that I'm hydrating because I use some bone broth powder, this one. And then we're gonna hydrate some wheat. And I'm using wheat bulgur, which is just a part of wheat. You can find it in most supermarkets. And if not, you can find it online as well. And this just adds a little bit of softness to our patty. So we're gonna start by hydrating it in warm water or warm broth. And I have 1/4 cup here, but I'll leave all of the quantities in the description. Okay, so while this is hydrating, which will take a little bit of time, we are gonna season our beef. And we're gonna start with some chimichurri because you guys know I love it. And I had some that I was using with my steak and eggs the other day. So I'm just gonna add this here. Now, the great thing about this recipe is that you can customize it to your liking. So if you don't like some of the spices that I'm using, you can use other spices, and you can make it themed depending on the spices that you use. I'm gonna do a very basic recipe today, which will use onion powder, garlic powder, pepper, salt, and then the chimichurri, which is very flavorful. So let's season this. And then we are gonna make a total of 12 different patties, and we're gonna air fry them. So there's no need to dirty a frying pan or spend time flipping them over the stove. And then each of them will have about 10 grams of protein. So if you're gonna have them with a meal, just have 2 of them for a serving. Now we are also going to add some parsley. Mine is frozen, but you can use fresh. And I love this stasher bag to store it in the freezer because it's very easy to just take a little bit out of it. Okay, so now that our bulgur has hydrated, we're gonna strain it and then remove all of the water. I will not discard this water. I'll use it to cook some rice later on today so that nothing goes to waste. Okay, now we're just gonna mix everything so it's all combined. If you don't want to add the bulgur, you can also add breadcrumbs. It's kind of like a meatball, but it's actually my grandma's recipe, and she pan fries it over the stovetop with a lot of olive oil and butter. But because I don't want to dirty my stove or stand next to it while it's cooking, I'm just gonna use the air fryer. This is what it looks like. So I wanted to make sure that they each have the amount of protein that I need. Okay, we only got 11 of them, and they weigh about 60 grams each. And I'm just gonna place them over the rack. And I like to shape them kind of like a kibbeh. I don't know if you've ever had that. It's a Middle Eastern beef patty. Like this. And I just place it here. And you can freeze these once they are ready, or I would actually freeze them raw and then just place them in the air fryer whenever you want a snack. Okay, so we're just gonna air fry them for about 15 minutes or until they're crispy enough for your liking. And because my beef was already frozen and I thawed, I don't wanna freeze them again. So if you're gonna make these and then freeze them, I'd recommend just getting beef from the store and then making it right away and then freezing it. So your beef doesn't freeze, thaw, more than once. You can also add like a splash of lemon juice. That'd be really good. Some chopped tomatoes, chopped peppers. You can do a variation of these. Okay, so our beef patties, balls, call it whatever, they're ready. Let me show you how one of them looks. It's perfect. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. And you can eat it with pretty much anything. So this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.